Hello student, in this video I will cover the topic Indian Partnership Act. This is the topic of your unit 5. So let's start. So in this video I will cover the topic essentials of partnership, partnerships not created by status, registered partnership firms, types of partners, mode of giving public notice, right, duties and liabilities of partners, liabilities of firms, modes of dissolutions of partnership firms, process of dissolutions of partnership. So let us see the essentials of partnership. So a partnership is an association of two or more persons. So what is partnership? A partnership is an association of two or more persons. A partnership must emerge out a agreement. Next, a partnership must emerge out a agreement. Next, the business to carried out must be legal and acceptable by law. Third is the business to carried out must be legal and acceptable by law. Now the agreement must give all the essential details of partnership. Example, profit sharing, percentage, business to be conducted, etc. Now next is minor cannot be a partner. Next, a minor cannot be a partner. Now the partnership not created by status. Next, partnership is not created by status, it is created by law. So the relations of the partnership arises from contract and not from the status. Next is the relation of the partnership arises from the contract and not from the status. For example, the member of the Hindu undivided family carrying on a family business as such, or a Burmese Buddhist husband and wife carrying on the business as such, are not partner in such business. Now let us see the registered partnership firms and procedure of registration. So the registration with registrar of firm, detailed statement informing name, address, partners details, etc. are acceptable, are applicable. Fee must be deposited with the registrar. Now statement must be signed and verified by all the partners. So first is registration with registrar of firm. So we will do our registration in the registrar of firm. In registration process, detailed statement in which informing name, address, partner detail, etc. and applicable fee must be deposited with the registrar, and statement must be signed and verified by all the partners. So this is the procedure of registration. So let us see the disadvantages of unregistered partnership firms. So there are lots of disadvantages of unregistered partnership firms. First is any of the partners cannot file suit against the firms or against other partners to enforce his rights. First is any partner cannot file suit against the firm or against other partner to enforce his right. Next, the firm cannot file suit against any third party to claim loss or enforce its right. Second is the firm cannot file suit against any third party to claim loss or enforce its rights. Now third, even the right of set off is not available to the firm, that is setting of dues between other firms. So these are the disadvantages of the unregistered partnership firms. So let us see the types of partners. So first is sleeping partner or dormant partner. Second is nominal partner. Third is sub partner, and fourth is working partner. So there are mainly four types of partners: sleeping partners or dormant partners, nominal partners, sub partners, and working partners. Now let us see the mode of giving a public notice. So a copy of a notice is required to send to the registrar of firms. This is not required if the firm being unregistered. So a copy of notice is required to be sent to a registrar of firms. Next, a copy must be published in a local official gazette and in one local newspaper which is circulating in the district. So this is the mode of giving public notice. One is a copy of notice is required to be sent to the registrar of the firm, and a copy must be published in a local official gazette and local newspaper which is circulating in the district. Now let us see the rights of the partners. So what are the rights of the partner? First is take part in the conduct of a business. First is take part in the conduct of a business. Second, to share equally in the profit of the business. Second is to share equally in the profit of the business. Next, to access to and to inspect and copy from any books of the firm. Now, to be joint owner of the property of the firm. Now, in emergency, take all actions to safeguard firm. It can also resist introduction or admission of new partner. Now, right not to be expelled means partners right not to be expelled. So these are the rights of the partners. Now let us see the duties of partners. So first is general duties. General duty is to carry on the business of the firm, to be just and faithful, to give true accounts and complete information. So this is the duty, general duty, to carry on the business of the firm, to be just and faithful, to give true accounts and complete information. Next, to identify the firm for the loss caused by him during the conduct of the firm's business. Next, to contribute to the losses of the firm in equal proportion. Now, not to assign his own share to same other party. Next is not to assign his own share to some other party. Next, to attend to his duty sincerely. These are the duties of the partners. Now let us see the liabilities of the partners. So the general liability arises when he fails to be just and faithful to all other partners. First is he fails to be just and faithful to all other partners. Now he fails to carry on the business of the firm in highest common interest. Next, he fails to give true account. So these are the general liability which will arise when the partner fails to just and faithful to other partners. Now he fails to carry on the business of the firm in highest against highest common interest. Now partner fails to give true accounts. So next we will see the liability of the firm for wrongful act of the partners. Liability of the firm for wrongful act of the partner. So the firm is liable in a given below situations. The firm is liable in the given below situation. First is, if a loss or injury occurs to the third party due to act of the partners in course of business of the firm. First is, if a loss occurs to the third party due to act of the partners in course of business of the firm. Second, if a partners acting within his apparent authority receives money or property and misappropriates it. Second, if the partner acting within his apparent authority receives money or property and misappropriates it. Third is, if money received by the firm in course of the business and the partners misappropriate it. So this is the liability of the firm. So let us see the modes of dissolution of partnership firms. So first is by mutual agreement, means all partners agree to close the business. First is by mutual agreements, means all the partners agree to close the business. Second is by notice of dissolutions, means by one partner giving notice to other partner, means one partner giving the notice to other partner. Third is by operation of law, if one of the partner is one of the partner is adjudicated insolvent. So if one of the partner is adjudicated insolvent, now by happening of certain contingencies, means expiry at the completion of the period. Now by decree of a court, means if the suit is filed against the partnership and the court orders this solution. So these are the some modes of dissolution of partnership firm. So let us see the process of dissolutions of partnership. So first is issuing a public notice. Second is return of premium or premature dissolutions. Second is return of premium on premature dissolutions. Next, sale of goodwill after dissolution if any. Next is payment of partnership debt, and next settlement of account. So these are the process of dissolutions of partnership. First is issuing a public notice. Second, return of premium on premature dissolutions. Third is sale of goodwill after dissolutions if any. Next is payment of partnership debt, and next is settlement of account. So these are the process of dissolutions of partnership. So student, in this video we have learned about definition of partnership, essential of partnership, Now procedure of registration of partnership. Now types of partners. We have also learned about right of partners. We have also learned about duties of partners. Now we have also learned about liabilities of partners. We have also learned about liability of firm for wrongful act of partners. We have also learned about modes of dissolutions of partnership firms. And we have also learned about process of dissolutions of partnership. So students, this video is completed and I will cover the next topic of your syllabus in the next video. So thank you and take care.